Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be starting a new series on the channel, and it is going to hopefully run a decent length. I don't know, it depends if you guys like it, so tell me in the comments afterwards if you like it. Well, if you couldn't guess, it is Parkitect we're going to be playing. A lot of people have been playing Planet Coaster recently, so I thought I'd change it up. Also, I can't get Planet Coaster because I'm currently on Mac, but that's not the point. I thought I'd change it up, and I'm playing Parkitect. Now, I only bought this game a few days ago, so I've really not had that much practice. This is my first proper park you're watching, and you're going to be playing along with me, I suppose. So bear that in mind before making judgments about it and that, and, you know, just don't judge the park before you take into consideration that this is my first proper park. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be anything amazing. It's not. It's gonna be a bit crap, really, to be honest. But I mean, I thought I'd make a gameplay series out of it because why not? So the way it's gonna work is essentially it's all gonna be sped up footage of me building the park, and then I'll commentate over the top of it as I'm doing now for you, and give you kind of the input of what's going on at that point. So at this point, what is going on? Essentially, I'm building the entrance area to the park in this episode, and I'm building kind of like a path that goes around. I am going to be using mods in this. I've used the Parkitect Nexus software to input mods into the game for me, and I'm going to use I'll tell you the mods I do use when I use them, so that if you wanted to use them yourself, you can get them off the internet. I believe it's all from the Parkitect forums. I've got them as well. So this one I'm using at the minute is Path Extras, or Path Essentials, that's what it's called, just in the name there. And it essentially gives you access to path covers, which is what you're seeing now me using to make the kind of circular paths which you otherwise wouldn't be able to get in the game. And also it's gives you path borders and fences. I'm not too sure about the fences if I like them. I might delete them. Tell me what you think, if I should delete the fences or not. You'll see them later on because I do use them, but just not at the moment. Path fences, that is. But I mean, everything else, I do like the borders. They're really good, and also I do like the freedom it gives you over the shape of your paths to use the kind of, you know, covers. So that's what I'm using at the minute. I believe also in this episode I might use Shy Guys building sets as well. There's definitely a few others I use in here. I'll point them out when and where I use them. So at the minute now I'm just trying to find a good kind of terrain colour to use, because at the minute using the grass, quite annoyingly really, it has flowers, and the flowers come up through the through the paths, and it looks unrealistic. So I've had to change that. So it is a bit frustrating, but I think it gives nice, you know, kind of entrance generic-y feel using them kind of rocks like that. And then I've got obviously the woodlandy bit in the middle there, surrounding it all with tulips, although annoyingly it got rid of that tree for me. I've tried to make the trees look symmetrical because I do like symmetry. So that might be something you see a lot, but I'm not going to bind myself to symmetry obviously throughout the whole park, because otherwise things would start looking weird. At this point then, I'm kind of making a centrepiece. I suppose you could call this your Disney castle. It's not a castle though, that's not the point. It's like your big centrepiece of the entrance area. That's what I was trying to get at with that. So here I am, just exploring the menus, just essentially with these games, I've kind of learned, because I played a lot of RCT3, I've kind of learned that with these games, the more detail you put in, as long as you don't go too far, but the more detail you put in, the better, essentially. Barrels didn't work, so I do get rid of them in a minute, but yeah, the more detail that goes in everywhere, the better it looks, essentially, with everything. There you go, there's me getting rid of them. As I said though, RCT3 I played a lot. This game seems to be very much modelled on the Roller Coaster Tycoon series as a whole, and it does definitely help to have some experience playing with it. I can actually now on Mac via Steam buy the original one, Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic Edition, I think they've called it. So I might purchase that and start a series on that. If you would like to see that, then of course tell me. But RCT, of all the games, I'd definitely say 3's my favourite. obviously you get the nostalgia with the second and first one, but I just think 3's a lot more intuitive. It's easier to play, and I like the coaster cam. That's another one of the mods I've got on here at the minute. You won't see it for a few episodes, because I believe I'll start building my first coaster in episode 3. But at this point, I've got the coaster cam downloaded, which does get a bit finicky at times. It puts you in the wrong cam sometimes, obviously, because it's not a proper part of the game. But it's a decent mod, and I do like to be able to ride my coasters. Just personal preference, I suppose. Here anyway, I should be probably concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm creating myself kind of like a shopping cart, and then opposite this, later on in the episode, I do build myself I believe it's either brick or wood, I can't remember now, souvenir kind of gift shop at the park entrance and exit, really, because that's where you need to have your main gift shop, isn't it? Talking about gift shops, here's a little moan from me. Phantasialand, sort your gift shops out, honestly. I went last summer, if you've not been following the channel. Also, quickly about the channel, sorry for not uploading recently, my computer's been playing silly beggars with me, so I've not had it in order to upload. Essentially the charger went on it and I've been waiting for a new one from the internet to come. But apart from that, Phantasialand, sort your gift shops out, because I went in the summer and Jesus, the merch on offer. What is it with them bloody dragons? Why is Dragon Wang more important than cool merch about the actual rides in the parks? There is literally a dragon there called Wang, I'm not even joking. And there was a whole wall of merch for Wang, and there was nothing, well, there wasn't like a big feature place for like Taron or anything like that, so I had to settle with a shirt for Taron, which, bear in mind, it does look really nice, and it is definitely one of my favourite theme park shirts, so I was happy to pick that up. But I mean, come on. Give us a bit of choice. Come on, seriously. Anyway, back to what I'm doing now. I'm now experimenting with the roofs, and at this point you're probably getting triggered if you're a avid Phantasialand player. Now I've got that in my head. If you're an avid Parkitect player, you're getting triggered with me at the minute, because for some reason I keep inputting the numbers instead of using the tile tool, the kind of colour selector tile tool, if you know what I mean. So I do sort that out by the 3rd episode, don't worry. I have got the 1st and 2nd one pre-recorded at the minute, but the 3rd episode is where I'm going to start doing the coaster and that. I do understand that you can use the colour selector tool, and you don't have to sit through me inputting all the numbers in a few episodes time, so that's alright. Essentially at this point now, I'm just finishing off this. Now at this point I'm starting to go by the rule, the more detail the better, which is, as I said, something I do go by with these games. So I'm starting now to try and just, you know, spruce the building up a bit. Gonna put a door up there as well. I do get a bit finicky with the door triggering enough. There you go, no door. Let's wait for the door. No door, ho door. Hey, Game of Thrones. What? There we go. There's a door. Realise that, oh, that's not how doors work in this game. Well then, let's do that. Boom, boom. There we go, it looks a bit better now. And now I'm going to start playing silly beggars with fences as well. And this is just proof that I've literally only just got this game, and I do need a bit of time to figure it out. There you go, the fence is hanging off a bit there, aren't they? And I can't get away with calling them in detail. And then, of course, being me, I go and pick the crappiest fence of all for that position. So by the next episode, or I think it might be the 3rd episode, because I've only just noticed that I've picked the crappiest fence. But by that episode, it should be a bit better. Tell me then what you want me to do in the future with this park as well. At the minute I've called the park TRR Heights, but I will be looking for an actual proper name for the park, you know, kind of, I don't know what you could call it. So give me suggestions in the comments for the name of the park if you've made it this far into the video, and also give me suggestions in the future for any rides in the park, and I'll give you a shout out in the video, and I'll use that name obviously, and you'll get to feel all like, wow, you used my name, but whoa, I never saw this day coming. Yeah, essentially like that. Alright, moving on to the next building then. I'm going to fill up the pretty logical space to fill up here. And I actually think the park entrance, as it is at the minute, is actually looking pretty decently. By the second episode, there will be some rides put in as well, so of course stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to be notified. Well, knowing YouTube, to probably not be notified of my next upload, but you know, never mind. maybe hit the notification bell as well. Is that plug going a bit far now? But yeah, hit the notification bell if you do actually want to be notified of the next time I upload a Parkitect video. What was that? Why did I do it? I don't know. Whatever. To be notified, yeah, obviously, of the next Parkitect upload, and also my other uploads, to give you a preview of some videos I've got. In my time away, I've been given a chance to kind of write scripts and that for videos. I do try to stay away from scripts because my voice goes in a way that you can really tell it's a script, but this video there's just so much in, I had to kind of stick to some kind of guideline for the video. This one, obviously, as you can probably tell, is unscripted completely, but that video is going to be scripted. But it is actually going to be recapping briefly everything we know so far about SW8, going to be the new wooden coaster at Alton Towers, or the theme for it that is practically confirmed, can we say now? It hasn't actually been confirmed, but I mean, I'd be very shocked at this point if it wasn't what we all know it to be. So go check that video out when it comes online in a few weeks, well, a few weeks, god, I'm estimating the amount of time it's going to take me to edit that. Few days time it should be for that one to be uploaded. And that'll be sure to be a good video for you to go and watch, recapping it all. Anyway, here I am now putting a pavilion in because I feel like they do make it look better there, and I am obviously abiding by my more detail equals more good rule, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we are gonna be coming towards the end of the episode now. We still have a bit of time to go, I believe, but we are coming to the end of the episode now. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I'm going to leave you at this point. So obviously subscribe for all that stuff I've advertised in the future. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye.